Hello again, everybody. This is Dan. It's getting late, so I figured I'd make a short video talking about another myth that people tend to believe in. It's the myth that the human body creates dangerous chemicals that are designed to kill you, okay? This myth won't go away. It was, for the most part, created by Ansel Keys and others. Ansel Keys believed that cholesterol was causing heart disease. So that, and most people still believe to this day that human beings are flawed, and we have this chemical that helps us survive that's designed to kill us if we eat too much meat. And not only would I like to mention a few words about that, I'd also like to mention that there's something I disagree with the low carb community about quite a bit too. I've talked about this before. They tend to believe that insulin is another chemical that our body creates that's designed to kill us. Hey, unless animals' bodies do not create chemicals that are designed to kill it, they do create chemicals that are designed to help it survive. That's just reality. Unless you have some sort of genetic defect or something, or a defect from mutation or something. If you're healthy, your body works perfectly well. It's designed, it evolved to be perfectly healthy and live a long time if you give it the right stimulus. So as you know, as a low carber and someone who understands that cholesterol is not bad for humans, obviously it can't be because we evolved to keep us alive. Insulin's not bad for humans either. The low carb community, to a man, typically believes that insulin is designed to kill you. Well, no, it's not there. Insulin has a role. It's just to keep you healthy, and it does keep you healthy. And people have been fooled by the idea that if you eat starches like potatoes, rice, corn, or whatever, that raises your insulin and causes metabolic diseases like type 2 diabetes and obesity. As for obesity, some people do have very high natural insulin, so if they eat starches, they have a tendency to gain body fat. We know that some people do. Some people that are type 1 diabetics that have to inject insulin, or maybe type 2, I'm not sure. They inject insulin, what they'll do is they'll get a spot on their body where the fat builds up. And the insulin's causing that. So when I first saw that on a low carb video years ago, I thought, oh, that makes a lot of sense. I understand. So insulin does cause you to put on fat. Right. But what they didn't tell me was that the people that were injecting that insulin, only a certain percentage of those people, a small percentage of those, got the body fat where they injected it, like 20%, I think. So those people are outliers. Some people, insulin causes them to gain more weight than others, and that's what you see in nature, as you see in society. Some people gain more weight than others. So the point I'm making is that fooled me. I really thought, yeah, insulin's bad for you. Well, insulin's not bad for you. You wouldn't evolve insulin if it was bad for you. Just like cholesterol, it's not bad for you. Insulin is designed to keep you alive and healthy. So, and if you look at history, like I said in the last couple of videos, people who ate starches for the last 10,000 years didn't get diabetes. They just didn't. You know, their corn, their rice, their whatever, they didn't get disease. So don't listen to the low carb people when they try to tell you that insulin is designed to kill you. It's not. Insulin, some people have higher insulin than others and have a tendency to gain more weight than others. But insulin's not bad for you. It's not. And there's no real proof that healthy people who eat insulin or starches, in the absence of fructose, get metabolic disease. Like I said, I'm sorry, I'm a little redundant here, but there's no reason to believe that. It doesn't make sense that your body's designed to kill you. So, like I said before, metabolic disorders like heart disease and diabetes, type 2 diabetes, are caused by fructose. Insulin resistance and metabolic disorders, metabolic syndrome, are caused by fructose consumption. It's triggered. The fructose triggers that metabolic problems. And that's what they don't get because they're not seeing through evolution. They're not seeing that all these are survival mechanisms. And that's the key. That's what Richard Johnson points out. And he's the one that showed me that, Dr. Richard Johnson showed me that obesity, it's a survival mechanism. It's caused by fructose for the most part, among other things, possibly vegetable oils and other things. But so don't listen to people when they tell you that insulin's bad for you. It's not. Just like cholesterol, just like the low-fat people are telling you to quit eating fat because it raises cholesterol and causes heart disease. The low-carb community's got it wrong too. They're saying to quit eating starches because it causes metabolic disease. Look, if you're healthy and you don't have any metabolic disorders, and you don't eat fructose, and you don't have to worry about starch consumption. There's no proof that it causes disease on its own. You have to mix in fructose and other metabolic problems to cause disease in healthy people. That's been shown throughout history, and it's crystal clear. All right, well, thanks for watching, everybody, and have yourself a good night.